Symbotic update here on the 22nd. So if we go back to when I made a video in this area right here, I sold my position between 30 and like 35 bucks, something like that, because the original thoughts were that the weekly supply zone is right here. I want to be selling into that. So I sold in that area, a little bit short of it and then a little bit into it. And it worked out perfectly at first, came down here, and then they had earnings, and it shot up above this weekly supply zone. So I can actually get rid of this now. So my thoughts on this move are that either way, it's an impulse. There's two different ways this plays out. I'm not sure which way I'm leaning at this point. This is overextended on the daily. This is definitely A or 1. And we did retrace. First of all, they had good financials too. They retraced to the monthly demand zone here at 1762. And at that point, I would say this makes the most sense still. Being B or 2. So that would just mean that this is a C wave higher. This took about 9 months, and then this took about 13 months, perfectly fine. So I would expect 11 months up into late 2025 for this to finish with a minimum target of 126 bucks. That's the minimum target right there. $126 if this plays out as C or 3. So we're just in the beginning stages of this move. Are there any gaps? There's no gaps that have not been filled. So all the gaps have been filled. That is not bearish, but it doesn't give it as much incentive to go higher. The second possibility is that this is A, this is A, B, and we're making a C wave higher like that. So the whole thing would look like A, B, and it come back down one more time, and then shoot up. So that's why I say I don't see very much risk even holding here, because let's say this runs to 50 bucks and then pulls back down here to like 20, 25 bucks. If you're in right now, you might you could just average down on that move. But either way, I still see this going higher. So I think it's a pretty good place to be. Let's zoom in now on the wave, current wave. So this has got to be a third wave here. So we have 1, 2, 3. This part right here, probably 4 right here. It just looks like it's extending to me. And again, you can see the SoFi videos. These stocks can extend for a long, long time. This is 1, 2. This has got to be 3. 4. 5. Let's see here. So this could be an extension right here. This could just be wave 1. If it's going to continue going higher. And then that would just mean that the next target would be 48.39. and then it would just probably go, and it's probably going to go higher than that, to be honest, because, well, depending on what actually this might be a third wave right here. So that would make sense. Fifth wave here, pull back, and another move higher after that. And again, it can just extend for a long time. On the weekly time frame, this is way, way low still. Let's go to the regular chart. It's still like not even to the midpoint right here at 44 bucks. So if it goes straight up on the regular chart, I would say it could go to like 60 bucks. But on the log chart, it's saying 120. That would be pretty far extended though. So usually on these parabolic moves, this could be actually a wave one of the move higher potentially. So maybe we get a wave one here, pull back, and it goes like that, something like that, up to 120. So with that being said, I would probably just follow what I just laid out. So one, two, three. This didn't make a new high. It's probably going to go higher into the end of the year. I looked on the GEX. I don't see anything on there that can help me out because all the levels are actually below it. So we'll see how it goes. Trying to decide if this could just be wave one and this be wave two. Let's see if there's any monthly. Nope. So with all that being said, I would probably just stay long on this. I mean, if you're scared about it falling back to like 20, 25 bucks at this point, then maybe trim a little bit here. I don't have an exact answer. I think that it's probably going to go all the way up here to, like I said, 120 bucks at some point. This is saying by May of 2025, but there's probably going to be some correction at some point. I mean, this is a pretty big move. We're extended on the daily. So maybe it does go to like 50, 60 bucks. Let's see where the 1.61 fib is from there. Yeah, so like 50 bucks makes a lot of sense. What I laid out, maybe 48, pull back, one more move higher right here. And then if it pulled back from there, maybe pull back to 30 bucks. Something like that. So it's probably not going to go straight up. It's probably going to pull back here in the next like month or two. But I'm thinking that right where you're at right now is probably not going to be that big of a deal. If it goes to 50 bucks and pulls back to 30 bucks, then if you're going to hold long, I would just keep on holding. If you're trying to trade this, then I'd probably follow it up here to like 50 bucks. Sell, try to rebuy on a dip. And then the next move after that should be the biggest move. So again, going to 120 bucks, and when it gets to 120 bucks, that could be a wave three too. Could be even going higher than that. It could be going 120, pull back, and then go even higher than that. This is how people sell too early. They sell down here. They've had a huge move on smaller time frames, but they're not seeing the bigger picture. This could go all the way up to, like, let's say it pulls back to 100. It could be going all the way to 250 bucks. So anyway, that is the update on Symbotic. Right now, no resistance. I don't see. There is some other candles in here, but I don't see any supply zones. No more gaps. It broke above the weekly supply zone. So with all that being said, I'd probably continue to hold into the end of the year. That'd be my recommendation. Hold till the end of the year. Probably sell at that point. It's probably going to go to 50 or 60 bucks. And then I would look for a pullback into the spring, and then probably higher after that.